All right, welcome back again. This is Custom Decals and Signs 200, Ipswich Car Club's round number 2, and this is the final of the ka4 Junior Light. From the front, Blake Lockett and Curtis Tennant. On the second row, Newton and Target. Third row, Monroe and Cowie. Fourth row, Haddon and Nunn. Fifth row, Rolfo and Haddon. Sixth row, Collins and Seacombe. Seventh row, Ullman and Rinaldi. Behind them, McLeod and Laycock. Then it's Baker and Egan, followed by Alford and Hume. Behind them, Sampson and Rudd. And off the back, Wooler and Ursula Evans. Down we go then into DTE. Just all cruising it up now, just starting to get set for this 15 lap final. This could be a good one. All right, round we come. Lockett brings it round with Tennant alongside him. Who will get the whole shot? We'll see any moment now as we go. Green light racing. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Whoa, dramas, dramas, dramas. We'll do it all again. Alrighty, they'll take the short course this time. Round they come. Lockett and Tennant from the front. Newton and Target, second row. Monroe and Cowie behind them. Then it's Haddon and Nunn. Rolfo and Haddon. Collins, Seacombe, Ullman, Rinaldi, McLeod, Laycock, Baker, Egan, Alford, as they all go through 12. On to 13, getting ready for a start this time. Do we go? Green light racing this time. Yes, we do. Who gets the whole shot? Where does Tennant? Where does Lockett go? Did Lockett get the whole shot? I think he may well have done. Indeed he did. And it looks like Target's gone through to third because Tennant slots into second. Newton to fourth. Round they come. Monroe, I think, is up there in fifth. On towards Patrice's they go. Round down to DTE. And it's still all swapping spots as they go to DTE. But it was Lockett that got the whole shot. Tennant went with him. Newton was up there. But it was Target that slotted his way through to third. Round they come through 12. On to 13. And over the start finish line for the first flying lap. Lockett just in front of Tennant. Through the kink. On to 2. Then on to 3 they come. Through the flip-flop they go, big slides through there. It is all over the place in this first lap. There's no grip in these carts yet. It is really tricky conditions. As they continue up to Patrice's, Lockett has been passed by Tennant. Tennant's gone through to the front. Now can Tennant clear off? Tennant has got Lockett closing in, but not quick enough. Tennant's your new leader. And it looks like Newton's gone past Target. Indeed he did. Newton's up to third. But Tennant over the line in first now from Lockett. Round they go, through the kink, on to 2. Coming back towards us in the flip-flop. Tennant, Lockett, Target. Newton right there with Target, then Monroe, then Nunn, then Haddon, Haddon again, then Cowie, then Rolfo, then Collins, then Seacombe, then it's Laycock, Rinaldi, Wooler, followed by Baker, then Rudd, Chad Simpson, then it's Alford, then Ullman, then Hayden Egan, followed by Cameron McLeod, Hayden Hume, and Ursula Evans. That's 2 laps down, still 13 of this race to go. There's a mighty long way to go yet. Curtis Tennant though holds on at the front. Can he do that right to the very end? We will see very shortly. Through the flip-flop they come. Tennant with Blake the Locket Rocket right with him. Newton now in hot pursuit. Target trying to stay with the back of them. Jack Monroe not out of this yet. Brody now, my favourite bull rider, is in 6th and driving the wheels off that number 99 cart. Down they come through DTE onto the back straight, heading for Howard's. It's still Tennant from Lockett, from Newton, from Target, then Monroe, then Nunn, then Haddon and Haddon, followed by Cowie and Annabelle Rolfo rounds out the top 10. Curtis Tennant changes the tune. He's going to go lean, he's going to go mean, and he's going to keep going really fast. Lockett trying to stay with the pace, and it's Ryan Newton that's gone quickest. Newton, he goes quickest of the top 3, 51.925. He's the only one in the 51s. It's Ryan Newton. Can he keep that momentum? Will Tennant answer back? Round they come, down the back straight again. Still Tennant hangs on from Lockett, but Newton, he's put the quickest lap in. Rolfo's got past Cowie. Rolfo's up to 9th. Round they come, through the kink, into 2, onto 3, and now Lockett does the quickest lap, 51.8 for Blake the Rocket Lockett, trying to stay with Tennant, whilst Newton is just trying to catch him. On they continue, through Patrice's, then down towards DTE. Off they go, DTE approaches, now they're onto the back straight. It's still Tennant, Lockett, Newton, Target, Monroe, then it's Nunn, Haddon, Rolfo's up to 8th. Annabelle Rolfo to 8th because Alexandra Haddon has gone down 2. Someone's gone round there again. Looks like one of the Haddons maybe, not sure. On we continue, through the kink, onto the flip-flop. Through they come, through the flip-flop. Tennant, Lockett, Newton, Target, Monroe, Nunn, Rolfo, Hayden, Cowie, Hayden, Collins, Seacombe, Laycock. Then it's going to be Wooler, then Rinaldi, then Baker. Following them, it's Rudd, Ullman, McLeod, Alford. Then it's Hayden Egan, followed by Chad Sampson. Then it's going to be Hayden Hume and Ursula Evans. Oh, they didn't start. Hume and Evans are out of this. They didn't actually start this race. On we continue then, back to the front. Through 12 and 13 with the leaders. Tennant, just from Lockett, but he's closed him right up. That gap is now 0.160. Lockett's really closed it up on Tennant. Can he stay with him to the very end? Can Newton close it down? Rolfo in a huge battle with Nunn. Back they come, back up to Patrice's. Lockett desperate to stay with Tennant. 7 laps completed. Down the back straight they go, heading towards Howard's. Through Howard's they go, on to 12, then on to 13. Back down towards us at the start-finish straight. That's 8 laps completed. Through the kink they go, on to 2, then 3, now the flip-flop. They come back towards us. Still these pair are locked together. Lockett not giving up yet. Can Tennant hold him to the very end? Still they continue and make it 5 laps left. Or is that 6? 6 laps to go. On they go down the back straight, and now Lockett looks to close up even further. He's really trying to get that thing as close to Tennant as he can. He does not want him moving away. Round they go to complete 9. Into the kink. Onto 2 they go, the leading pair. Absolutely nothing given. Nothing between the two. Tennant from Lockett. Newton's almost on the back of him. He's only 0.861 behind. Curtis Tennant is Ryan Newton. He might just get back with them. Down they go into DTE. Your order as it stands when they come round this time will be called. Through the flip-flop again, but Lockett. Oh, he had a real good look then, did Lockett. On we continue then. Round they come, through 12, through 13. 3 laps after this one. Over the line they go, and look at Lockett now. Call it as they come through this time. Back towards us at the flip-flop. It is Tennant, Lockett, Newton. Then there's a slight gap. Target, Rolfo, Monroe. Then it's Nunn. Then Haddon, Cowie, Collins, Seacombe, Laycock, Wooler. Then it's going to be Rinaldi. Followed by Baker, then Rudd. Then it's Ullman, Haddon and McLeod. Round they continue. Back with the leaders and down that back straight, and look at Blake, the Rocket Lockett. It's looking really quick now. Round he comes. Down the start finish straight he goes. Through the kink. And it is still just Tennant from Lockett. Round they come. Into the flip-flop. Lockett's gone through on Tennant. Lockett to the front. Out of my sight in the kink. He's gone through. Lockett to the front. Now what will Tennant do? Just 3 laps left behind us. Tennant has now got Newton all over the back of him. No telling who's going to win this one. And there's a back marker. Newton up the inside of Tennant. Newton up 1 more. Round they come through 13. On to the start finish. Lockett's in front. Newton's now second. Tennant's now third. And only 2 laps for this to be shaken up. And they're about to come onto the back marker of Chad Sampson. Hopefully he knows they're coming. Blue lights are flashing. Where can they go through? Up the inside they all go. He stays out wide. Well done, Chad. They've all gone through and kept their position. On we continue. Through DTE. Down the back straight now. Lockett has got Newton breezing past. He does. Tennant goes through too. It's all changed in 1 corner. Newton to the front. Tennant to second. Lockett to third. And that's the white flag. 1 more lap. Who will get the win? Cannot pick it. Honestly, cannot say. Newton though, into the flip-flop first in the last lap. Tennant's right with him. Lockett's there as well. Only 0.4 between the 3 of them. Back they come up to Petrases. Down they go to DTE for the last time. No telling who's going to get the win. Oh, look at that. Lockett's gone through on Tennant. Lockett goes through to second. Newton, he might well just be cleared in first. And your winner, ka4 Junior Light. The final, it is Ryan Newton. Second, Blake Lockett. Third, Curtis Tennant. Fourth, Rolfo. Fifth, Target. Sixth, Monroe. Then it's Nunn. Then Haddon. Then it's Cowie, followed by Collins. Then it was Seacombe. Then it's Laycock, followed by Wooler. Ullman comes over the line 14th. Then it's Rinaldi 15th. Melania Rudd 16th. Then it's Baker 17th. Haddon Alexander, that is, in 18th. Cameron McLeod finishes 19th. Braith Alford comes over 20th.